Hey Marjorie, how are you tonight? I'm trying to put me some footies on. I am cold. Today has been another good day. I cannot complain. Again, once again, and I can say to you all, I felt like today was a regular day. I feel like my old self right now. Did a whole bunch of work today. Um so much so it's like my body is cramping up from all the stuff that I did today. Just a few minutes ago my fingers couldn't even go the right way. They was like my fingers was doing like this because whew, I did a whole bunch of stuff today. Got a lot of things accomplished. What we wanted to do. Y'all check out the shorts and stuff and let's see. Well, how was your day, Marjorie? What did you do today? As y'all can see, I went out in my garden today. I only got a little bit of things done. Hey, Miss Yo Thoughts. How are you? I pray all is well with you. It's garden time finally. Yes, Miss Yo Thoughts. Right when it's becoming gardening time, I'm trying to get it all crunched in like less than a week. Because after this coming week, um, I probably won't be able to be in my garden like I want to. Um, and that's probably the only thing like right about now that I can think of or even be sad about. But other than that, like no, but what I'm seeing right now out in the garden and what I'm doing right now, man, I'm just happy and excited to see what it is that I see right now. And I got enough work out there to do that probably by the time Thursday and Friday get here, I'll be like, child, I need a break. I need a break because there's so much stuff out there to do. Hey Corinne, how you doing? You came through to get your nighttime story. Yeah, I figure like by the time I finish doing all the stuff that's out there, whew, and that's all I made it through today was collard. Well, that ain't even all the collard greens what y'all saw today, cause it's more collard greens at the front is at the front of that being. So I only got the collard greens and the mustard greens done today. I ain't even went upstairs. I ain't even did none of the other stuff. I forgot about I had that big old sprinkler, so I ended up instead of standing there just trying to water it all day long, I was like, let me turn the big sprinkler on that I had got um probably about a year ago. A little more, no, I got it from I think I bought it for Mother's Day, something like that. Last year I couldn't grow as much as I wanted to either. I was so cursed. Oh my goodness. Well, Miss Yo Thoughts, you might have missed it, but on Valentine's Day, I was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. So I know you ain't. I haven't seen you over here in a little bit. We ain't talked in a while. So uh, you were so crushed. Yeah. So I think this year is going to be slowed down a lot for me because the doctor is saying that it ain't a good idea for me to be out in the garden, because of the sun and all of that there kind of stuff. So, you know, I could probably got to pick some different times. I'll probably plant stuff on the inside and then let my kids take it outside, that kind of stuff. Before it's over with, I'm going to figure out a way to like work around it or whatever. But right now, I'm trying to get everything fixed up, hooked up, to get it back right and hopefully you know I'll have the strength and all of that stuff to go out there and and get me right, you know. Now that strawberry messed me up today. Yes, to the fresh berries out your own garden. Absolutely, Twilight. You know, we all can do that. We all can grow them strawberries. Man, I started them strawberries from the grocery store. I had some strawberries from the grocery store, and I just did the little process, and I've been growing them ever since then. And they just keep on multiplying. The plants just grow more and more of them every year. They actually died off one at one point, and then they started coming back because I had left the garden alone. So, but it's easy. You can grow your own strawberries. You ain't gotta go buy no seeds. If you eat strawberries from the store, all it take is one of them strawberries where you cut the little piece off of it, you know, a part that ain't no good on it. You know how you save them up or whatever. It have seeds all on it. You can grow just those right there and get your own strawberry plants. Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that, sis. I'm sure you will make it through. Miss, your thoughts? Um, if I don't, I ain't going out without a fight. I say that. I will say that. Today and yesterday been two of the best days that I done had since I've got the diagnosis. So you know, it is what it is. You love you some strawberries. Your face told the whole story. Yes, I was yeah. And let me tell you something. Usually it's be strawberries out there. My kids in them glasses see them strawberries way before before I do. You go out there thinking the strawberries still gonna be on there. They ain't gonna be on there. But it's I think it looked like it's about 20 of them or more out there right now. But usually I don't get to run into them like that, because especially my one daughter, soon as it get a little piece of color on it, she be out there snatching them up to my some look what I got for breakfast. So yeah, they don't even play around with them. So yeah, and my favorite that I love out in the garden. Hey, Tasha Speaks. My favorite thing that I love out in the garden is tomatoes, and it's one of the things that they don't really they don't really advise you to eat too much of them because they too acidic. Yeah, I ain't never had that problem, Miss Your Thoughts, with the birds. Yeah, but I did hear now what we do have a problem with over here is squirrels. Um but so far so good. I ain't had no problems with none of them messing with the strawberries. They don't get I guess it's too close or whatever. I don't know. They don't too much mess with none of that stuff like that. But yeah, I got so much stuff. All my tomato plants got so many tomatoes on it. Just they so heavy. I tied them down. I just showed y'all. Well, that has been a month ago. Since a month, since a month has went by, man, so much growth on those tomato plants. It's like they need to be clipped and all kind of stuff. But I think tomorrow, instead of going back to my greens and stuff like that, I'm going to go to my tomatoes because they screaming, "Mom, pick me up from here." The squirrels love my potatoes. Really, now what I do have a problem with them um is they love to dig everywhere. I mean, they digging everything. I don't know what they looking for. Is they planting stuff there, or is they moving? Just like when we grow peanuts, they was going out there digging the peanuts up, putting them in their cheeks, and then taking them, planting them everywhere else, and then they was growing up. They was growing up everywhere, but where we intended for them to grow at. So yeah, I've never experienced them digging up my potatoes before. But then again, I ain't planted no potatoes yet, but I got my potatoes out there. I already got the little lumps and bumps and everything on them, so they're gonna be ready. But I think tomorrow I think my me and my son and my girls gonna finish that garden bed that I started but ended up being in the hospital. during that time. So I want to go ahead and get it knocked out because y'all know Wednesday is my last day of being able to lift up that stuff, um lift up heavy stuff, move stuff around like that right there. And I'm pretty sure it's like I'll probably be wore out and tired, um because Thursday morning is when everything starts, and then the next part starts Friday. So stuff is moving pretty quickly. It's been snowing here. Hopefully I can put my tomatoes out there. Yeah, Miss Yo Thoughts, my tomatoes been growing all through this, but we in Florida, so it ain't no snowing or no nothing here. But my tomatoes is putting out like they ain't never went nowhere. Ain't never had no issues. They ain't slowing down. I don't know how many tomatoes out there on that thing, but it's plenty of them here. I hope it's a marvelous growing season for you. And then I know you're supposed to be getting you some chicken so you can get you some chicken poop too. And then get it to getting, make it do what it do. Uh hey, her territory, how are you today? Thank you very much. Florida is the place to be. Ooh, yeah. See, I've been in Florida all my life, and then I be trying to get where the snow at. My sister already done told me. She say, my sister up in Virginia, where you at? My sister say, girl, please, you do not want to be in this snow. She say you be in it for a good 2 or 3 days or something. Don't get stuck now. She say you'll be mad at this snow. So, um, oh no, Missy, I thought you ain't find none. Oh man. Also, too, Miss Yo Thoughts, look for fertilized eggs. Yeah, you can look for fertilized eggs. Maybe I can go and see because I gotta go out sometime this week to like Walmart or something because I need something from out of there. But let me see what they got in the store that I might can ship you some fertilized eggs from over here. And then you just have to, then you can get you a little, how many chickens you want to have? I'm okay. I hope days are looking brighter for you. Absolutely. All about her territory. My days are looking brighter now. I can't speak for the days going down the line, getting closer to that day and whatever, how I'm gonna feel or whatever. But for right now, it's just I feel like my regular smegular self. That's what I feel like right now. And I'm happy about that. Hey Coffee. How you doing? Um yeah, let me know how many about how many chickens you trying to do. So then I can see what possibly they have um in the store that I can ship you out some fertilized eggs. And then that way you can just order you a little incubator that incubate the number of eggs that you're trying to do. And then 6 to 12, I'll send you Miss Your Thought, then look for you a incubator that will do 12 eggs. When you get that ordered, let me know. We'll talk behind the scenes. Let me know when they send you the when your incubator is going to be there, so then we can have the eggs and the incubator arriving about the same time. You know what I'm saying? Cause your eggs will be fine as long as you don't put them as long as they ain't in the refrigerator or none of that stuff right there. You can put them right on there, and we done left them sitting on the counter for weeks before we put them in the incubator, before, just to try them to see how it go or whatever. And they all work the same way. One time I had 100% kickback from, the eggs that I put in. I put 25 eggs and then all 25 chickens hatched. And some of them we got right out the pen. Some of them we had, some of them fresh from out the pen. Some of them that we had for like a week, and some of them we had for like 2 weeks. Just to try it out and see what happened. So they all work. They all work good. And what I'm trying to do is, whenever you get your incubator in, I'll send it to you within the week. So I get you fresh eggs from out of there. I just gotta find something to put it in so that they can get to you safe and sound, and we'll work it out that way. We will talk. Um, yeah, good news, good news. I'm trying. I say, and I have been saying that I miss talking to y'all the way that we usually talk when we come over here and we just start talking about something, and we end up in our own little conversation instead of, talking about this, because we gonna talk about this enough. Because I said, this journey that I'm going down, I'm gonna bring y'all along with me, good, bad, ugly, crying, happy, sad, whatever it may be. I'm going to bring you all along with me, so I can have all the support that I need. I can talk to as many people that I need to talk to while I'm sitting there going through my therapy and all of that. I was thinking she be sitting on the egg, like on the pillow. I ain't got it like that. No, I got a big incubator that I incubate my I had a Brody hen that actually did sit on the eggs, and a raccoon came and got both of them. I had two of them that will sit on the eggs and make the babies hatch, and they gave us like, I think she gave us like four. They gave us like four baby chickens, where they just take the eggs and they sit them up on them, and they kept hatching them or whatever. And then not long after they started doing that, then a raccoon, oh Lord, yeah, that raccoon. No, he did. He's a escape artist. But yeah, he took nine. He took like nine, maybe more, of my chickens. He just kept finding ways to get inside of my pen. I don't know what happened to him. Maybe the good Lord removed him. He tried too many times. He used up all his 9 lives, so he had to go. I don't know what happened to him, but I ain't seen him around here unless we shored up everything. Where he was like, "Shoot, they done caught me. I can't get back in that pen no more." So, yep. Hey, Phoenix. Tashana, how's that strawberry you were eating today? Man, that thing was good. It was good. Yes, goodness. And I went out there and looked, and when I picked that one from off of there, I was standing there looking at my collard greens and thinking, I ain't gonna be able to get this done today, because I did, I did other projects and stuff today. I had help, so I jumped right on it while I had the help. Um, but I just happened to look over there while I was digging through those greens and stuff, and then standing there looking, and I looked over there and I seen red. Let me go get it. Let me go get it for one of them children with them glasses on to see it. um, but yeah, that strawberry was good. Look, your teaching class has begun. Yeah, when it come down to growing some food and stuff, I could talk about that. I could talk about that all day long. Yeah, they miss your thoughts. The raccoon got me. Got me. Let me tell you something. I done did so much stuff today. Like, I could feel my everything like trying to cramp up. I feel like tonight I'm gonna sleep real good. But I'm gonna drink me a couple teaspoons of vinegar. Cause ain't no cramp gonna be catching me off guard tonight while I'm trying to go to sleep. But I feel like tonight, whoo Lord, sleep gone. Sleep gonna fall all over me, and I want it to. You wanted that strawberry? Hey, Tammy. Hey, Tashana. When you bit into that strawberry honey chai, you had a mouthful, a mouth so watered. Was it sweet? Absolutely, it is. I wish it was another one that was on there that was ready to go already. Yeah, it was good. Hold on, just 1 second. Yes, it was great. got the camera flipped around. Oh, it's all right. Wait. Okay. You trying to send it this way?
No. My hairline back.
Your hairline. We gonna put it in the front. Okay. You locked it back? Thank you. Marjorie. Yeah, that's right there. Gardening is good exercise. Yes, it is. It's your thoughts, but you know, I ain't been in my garden. I haven't been in my garden for almost a month because for a month I've been in and out of the hospital. Go in, get out. Stay out the hospital for like 4 or 5 days and end up right back in the hospital. And so that just kept going on. So I ended up being out of my garden for more than a month. And so it is a lot of work out there to do right now. I was on live today for an hour, I think an hour and 20 minutes or more. And I only made it through just like the back part of my garden. It was so many greens and stuff to pick from out there. I mean, they was thick as thieves. Bunch of them. Yes, a lot. So, and it is absolutely great exercise. Those greens were looking better than the store-bought. Coffee, you gotta know that they absolutely is better than anything you can get from the grocery store. They are way better. Ain't nothing like going back in your yard and picking the stuff that you could get from the store right out of your own yard. So very green and crispy looking. Did you hear them like when I was snapping them off? I just love the sound that it make when they just snap off. The mustard greens ain't as tender to pop off like the collard greens do. You know, you have to kind of maneuver them a little bit because they got so much water or something inside the mustard greens. But the mustard greens, I love them. That's my thing right there. All I know is that when these right here go out of season or whatever, I'm gonna have plenty of mustard greens and stuff I already put up in the freezer. We ain't running out of no mustard greens and no collard greens no time soon. You have been going through it. Yes, Miss Your Thoughts. Yes, I have been going through it. Things very, very quick. And then this diagnosis that I got, man, that thing came left field, knocked me dead off of my feet. It was a major surprise. I went in there laughing and talking and came out and I didn't have any words. I didn't have any words for what had just been told to me. So, but I'm very thankful that the past 2 days that I've been able to, you know, find the silver lining in my days and, you know, make it do what it do. Your greens are beautiful and big leaves as well. Yeah, let me tell you, Tammy, if I had been here, I'm not that kind of patient. I believe in going out there harvesting. I usually harvest my greens and stuff once a week on Saturday. That means I missed a whole 4 weeks of harvesting my greens. I never let them get that big and filled in like that because I'm always out there working something in the garden, always. So it's just like I'll be out there looking for something to teeter around with, to do. Every day I got a plan of what I'm going in the garden to do. This, I'm going in the garden to do that. I always got something to do out there. So nothing don't ever get to grow up like that. But it was so amazing to go out there and see how big everything had grown, because that just ain't something that I normally do. And they were absolutely beautiful. a whole bunch of them. I mean, it's just that's what it sounded like. Snap, snap, and that water running. Hey, coffee. That's one of my favorite things right there. I told y'all when I had the sunflowers back in the backyard. Oh, the water sprinkler. I used to, it was a time when I used to come on, when I used to come on Facebook, when I used to come on YouTube like 9 o'clock in the morning. Um, and I had a whole bunch of sunflowers. That's what I had, like the half an acre of stuff back there planted. Half an acre, whatever it was. I had a lot of stuff that was planted back in the back. But I used to come on in the morning times, and all it was like sprinkler therapy. I love the sound of that ticking. You know, back in the days, you got that water sprinkler, and it'd be like tick 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 tick. It made that noise going back. I could just sit there and listen to that all day long. I love water. I love the sound of water. I love when I'm out in the garden to just hear the water sprinkler going and everything. It's just like, it's like an ASMR. Like, it's so peaceful and just, yeah, I like that too. Then out there popping them greens off of there. I'm sure it is. Nevertheless, this too shall pass. Absolutely. Shock of a lifetime, my friend. Absolutely. I think everybody was shocked along. I mean, even because I was driven from one hospital to another hospital to have a test done. Man, the people that took me over to that hospital, we had some of the greatest laughs and everything. I mean, we was just talking up a storm, laughing and I mean clowning. Just we was having a good time. Man, even the EMT workers was crying when they picked me up to take me back to the hospital where they had got me from. Even they was crying. It's like we were all shocked, all shocked. I couldn't even turn the lights on in the room when I got back. Just sat in total darkness, just in such disbelief, silence. I couldn't ask no questions, no nothing. It didn't make sense to me. And I'm just thinking to myself, God, haven't I been through enough already? Haven't I been through enough? And so it just seemed to be like the story of my life, and I just can't seem to get used to going through all of the different things that I keep going through in life. But nevertheless, they keep on showing up. And one of the things that I can say, for me to be moving from one thing to the next, I keep winning every time I go through it. But I still hate going through all of that stuff. I do. I've made it through everything that I've been through. Everything. Now, I must say, I thought that this was my season to um, have peace and not go through anything else. And right when I think that's going to happen, this happens. So, you know, we going to go along for the ride and see. Yes, sunflowers are so beautiful. And then that's what I had a plan this growing season. Got my tiller ready. My husband done fixed it up and everything. And I wanted to put my tiller to work because I wanted an acre of sunflowers. And it's not that I still can't have it, but I just don't know what this chemotherapy and stuff is going to do to me. So I hate to make a whole bunch of plans and not be able to do it. And I know one of my daughters love using any of my machinery and everything. You let her use the machinery, she all down for it or whatever. I can still have those sunflowers, probably have to let my kids be the one to, till and plant them or whatever. And that will be a beautiful thing for me to be able to sit out there and just look at it. I mean, you all, if y'all ain't never seen a field of sunflowers, you talking about beautiful and peaceful looking? Man, I just used to go out there and just sit in between the rows and just sit there and listen to the water sprinkler and sit and talk to people. The videos are still on here. The videos are still on here. What that was about, I'll say like 8 months, 9 months ago, almost a year, but pure beauty. That's it. You make you make that noise perfectly. I love this. Oh, you talk about that the water sprinkler? Yeah, man. Let me tell you something. All I kept saying was, I said that this year when I grow my sunflowers, I said what I was gonna do was I was gonna plant the sunflowers, and then when they start growing, I was gonna get me, one of them old, the old lawn chairs, the one that used to be kind of made out of like that material that was like that plastic slash rubbery like material, but it got the foot part on it and it got the head part on it, like you can click it into the position. You gotta be old school to know what I'm talking about. Back in the days when, back in the 80s when they had them kind of lawn chairs right there, kind of sit low to the ground, but I'm scared to sit low to the ground right now because I already ran into a couple of snakes and stuff. But I said that I was gonna put me one of them chairs out there and let the sprinkler go around, splash you, and just sit out there with my eyes closed and just lay in between the thing. I might start snoring or something like that, but I'll be out there. I'll be out there in my own yard, and y'all just will be hearing me. But excuse me. I said that that's what I was gonna do. Put me one of those chairs in between those rows and just sit out there and just relax in the midst of all of that. That's the kind of peace that I like right there. Miss Your Thoughts. Child, you do that and I'll come right over there and I'll sit there and stare. Especially if I don't have mine. I'll sit there and stare. I promise you I would. And throw a water sprinkler out there. I'll be right there. Yes, I will. Hey, Tashana. How you doing tonight? Just stopping by to show some love and support. I really appreciate you for that. You have a good night and amazing sleep. I may have to plant some. Yes, please do. I know exactly the chair you talking about. You know you got to be old school to know about them chairs. Uh-huh. I used to love them. Sometimes you think you folding it up right, and then you have to fold it all the way in because you went too far or you ain't go far enough, and then you you make 50 mistakes before you get it in the position you want it in. Yeah, I need me one of them or something like it. I have to have. I too have seen a field of sunflowers. Ain't it? Oh, and I ain't even talking about the 1 year. Listen, if y'all just stroll down some of my lives, my older lives, right? Not real old, but I'm talking about like a year or two ago or whatever, right? Man, I had these sunflowers that the colors on them. This one was not like just a yellow one. This one was like a burnt orange like color. It's so many colors of them. And let me tell you something. I got my bag. Let me show y'all my bag. I'm so stiff like an old lady. I'm gonna show y'all my bag that I already got prepared with my sunflowers in it. My sunflower seeds. When I tell you I'm ready, and it got all different kind of sunflowers in it. Sunflower seeds. Y'all see my sunflower seeds? When I tell you I am ready, these is all of my sunflowers. You see it got a little envelope in there. It got all different kinds of It got all different kinds of sunflowers inside of the, you see the little envelopes and stuff in there. I got all different kinds and colors of sunflowers that I'm ready to grow. Hey RJ. But yes, I am, this my bag. This right here will do more than what it is that I want to plant. But if I get to it, this bag right here is going to be empty. This my seed bag right here. Got all my stuff in it that I done tore it up, done took it out to the garden 550 times. But yes, I've been planning to do this sunflower, this sunflower, this acre of sunflowers for, oh my God. I've been talking about it all year long. All year long. Hopefully God permits it. If not, then I'm just be going over to other people's pages looking for what it is that I've been dreaming of. You're more than welcome. Okay. You locked and loaded. Yes, I am. I'm ready. I've been preparing for this now for some time. Ever since I knew that I wanted to do it. I've been adding up those sunflowers, sunflower seeds. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I've been preparing for a minute. I'm ready. Yeah. So I think I pretty much got yeah, I let me tell you something. What I'm gonna do is I'm definitely going, my kids gonna get put to work this year, because a lot of the stuff that I grow it, but I don't eat it. Whatever, but my kids love when I grow watermelon and stuff like that. So we gonna get the tiller to go, and if I have to go out there and sit in my truck and watch them make everything happen or whatever, but I'm gonna teach them how to do the mounds and all of that stuff. So we gonna garden vicariously through the kids, because I told you I got my one daughter who she be mocking everything that I do. If I grow some stuff, she want to try to grow it too in her own little spot or whatever in the yard, and she be growing stuff. She been eating carrots and stuff from out of her garden. Meanwhile, my carrots back there looking all shriveled up and stuff because they ain't been getting no water and everything. So you know it's all good. But I'm gonna put them to work, and let them grow some of their own stuff, so that they can be proud of their own stuff, that you grew it instead of your mama went out there and growed the stuff. So we're gonna do it that way. 9 days now till garden survey time for us. Ooh. RJ, I mean, the days is counting down. The days are counting down so fast, and um I guess for you it's like the days can't get here fast enough, but 9 days, 9 days. RJ, you got a page? Do you make content? Come on now, you telling me about this garden now. You gotta drop it in some DMs or something like that when you start your garden or something. You can't just be talking about it. You gotta be about it now. I want to be able to see. I want to be able to see some pictures or something. You done been over here telling us about it ever since you knew. I'm ready to see. You can grow watermelon all year long in Florida. I never tried to all year long. I never tried to. I know one time I had planted some, and then we thought we had got them all, and then the next thing I know, we turned around and one was growing on to the fence that we ain't even plant. You get one that busts open or something like that and something start eating on it or whatever, make the seeds come out of it, you'll have more growing. I had put it on my community wall. This here watermelon, we ain't even planting, and it's over here growing. So yeah, I love surprise things that you ain't you didn't plan it, or you didn't intend for it to grow or whatever. That's how it's gonna be too. I know As soon as springtime get here, I'm gonna have sweet potatoes growing everywhere, and they're gonna come out of the garden bed where I got the collard greens and stuff at, because y'all know I had planted sweet potatoes in there last year. But sweet potatoes is one of those things. I don't care nothing about where I plant them at, because I love sweet potatoes, and if they be coming up, then they be coming up. Like I still got vines out there that's on the ground, and I just said, just as sure as they sitting there growing, when the springtime come, I'm gonna go out there and clip them off, and I'm gonna plant them right on in some pots and stuff, and grow me some more sweet potatoes. Yep, and probably dig those ones up, because if it's growing a sweet potato vine, it's got some sweet potatoes out there growing in the ground somewhere. Um, I tried to grow pumpkins last year, and last year I went through some other issues last year. And so I stopped taking care of them, so they died out. But we have grown some pumpkins before. That was another thing. I got pumpkin seeds. I got pumpkin seeds from the pumpkins that we grew um years prior. And I said that I was gonna plant them this year. See, my pumpkin seeds I harvested 2024 pumpkin seeds, and I put on there, plant them in August. So yeah, let me see what else I got. Oh, more pumpkin seeds. Different varieties of pumpkin seeds. Ask me what variety they is. I can't tell you what variety they is. All I know is I can tell you they look, some of them the little bitty pumpkins, and then the other ones is the big ones. But I have a bad habit of labeling things. I don't be labeling things. All I know is if you ask me, do I got a pumpkin seed? I got a pumpkin seed. I don't know what kind of pumpkin it is. It's a pumpkin though. I love them too. I love I don't like pumpkins. I actually can't stand the way they smell. Make my stomach turn. But I love eating pumpkin seeds. That's the only thing I love about them. My children been trying to get me to make a pumpkin pie forever and a day. But I can't bring myself to do it. I can't. And I figure if I made a pumpkin pie, I always tell them if I made it, I do it the same way that I do a sweet potato pie. The only difference is I substitute the sweet potato for the pumpkin. That's the only thing I do. I wouldn't even look for another recipe. I'd make it the same way, and I may or may not try it. I grow pumpkins. Pumpkin soups are amazing. I ain't never tried it. I just can't. Let me tell you something. I got a bad habit. Something don't smell that good to me, I ain't gonna do nothing with it. I don't like the way something smell. I tell you all day, I don't like it. I ain't never had to try it a day in my life, and I be hollering about I don't like it. That's how I am with food. Everybody be like, how you got so big then? Eating the same thing over and over again, what I do like. And having a whole bunch of children. That's how I got big. I know nothing really about gardening yet, but I can't wait to start this year. That's all right, RJ. We gonna help you. We gonna help you. People be over there. You talking about something? I got green thumbs. I ain't got nail. One of my thumbs ain't green, but I know how to grow some stuff. And guess what? I ain't even no professional. I'm telling you, what I did was I tried to grow some stuff. It worked. And then when it started going down and it don't look the way that I think that it should look, I'm telling you exactly what I did. Why is my plant looking like this? Why is my plant turning brown? Why is my plant turning yellow? Whatever kind of plant it is, I was Google Queen, and I was on YouTube typing this stuff in. What's happening to my plant? That's all you got to do is look at your plant and know when it ain't green, when the leaves curling up, which way it's curling up. YouTube will tell you everything you need to know so you can go back and correct the problem and give it everything that it needs. And as long as you cause I'm telling you, all it take is for you to put some seeds down. And when that thing pop up out of the ground, you already invested right then, because that's another level of excitement when you see it coming up. And I'm just here to tell you, RJ, I am telling you, if you don't know, there is Miss Yo Thoughts. Y'all go over there and subscribe to Miss Yo Thoughts too. She is another one. She grows stuff all of the time, and she can answer a lot of your questions too. Just in case I'm not available for you to ask a question that you need or whatever. But I'm telling you, as long as if I got the answer, or I can help you know what the next thing is. But I'm telling you, I'm no professional. What I do is I know how to ask some questions. That's what I know how to do. And another thing that my husband told me, he said, when you go on YouTube and you look up like how to do whatever it is, or how you grow this and how you grow that, he said, always look at 3 or more videos and don't follow what either one of them say. Make up your own thing. And that's exactly what I have done. I go and do 2 or 3 things and be like, well, I can do it this way, like this right here. That's it. Because see, I'm not good at going and asking for help for something that I need. For a long time, as a kid, I was always made to feel stupid for asking questions and stuff about something. So I learned how not to ask questions, how not to ask for help for anything that I needed. So that carried on into my adult life. And so because I was afraid of asking people, because a lot of people have let me down in my life, I always do it in a silent way. And in doing it the silent way, I learned how to go and teach my own self how to do it. So I'm just telling you how I got to the place of where I started asking Google, and I started asking, go to the search bar right here on YouTube and type in there. It's going to pull you up all kind of videos that you can stroll all day long, and it'll tell you exactly what's wrong with your plan. And you will go and do a couple of those things, and voila, you got your answer. You done fixed the problem. And so then you self-teaching your own self. You ain't got to sit in no class and learn how to do it. Yeah. Thanks for you welcome, Miss Yo Thoughts. I think zucchini to start. Tomatoes, not sure after that. Let me tell you, you can't go wrong with tomatoes. Tomatoes probably be like one of the easiest things. Plant you some. You like beans? What kind of beans you like, RJ? Because that's another thing you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong with planting you some beans. But tomatoes is like one of those. That's one of those easy things. You can run over a tomato. You can run over a tomato plant and then it'll still make it. I went to our new house for the home inspection yesterday. Oh my gosh! And guess who my neighbor with 500 acres behind me is? Oh Lord. I bet all 500 of the acres is just all green grass. They ain't growing no food either. The mayor. I met him at a small town dinner. What are the odds? LOL. Green beans. RJ, grow you some green beans then. Get you some bush beans. Get you some bush beans. They ain't hard to grow. You ain't really gotta do nothing with them right there. Grow your own green beans. Oh my gosh. Do you know green beans and tomatoes is good to plant together? They feed each other. Now I don't know a whole bunch about that, but this is what I know, right? Green beans create nitrogen. Tomatoes love nitrogen. Also, the green beans can grow around the tomatoes and brace themselves up on the tomatoes because you already got a, you know, green beans and bacon. Okay, then. Okay. Yeah. You can plant them by each other. They will feed off of each other. So yeah, those are, you like some tomatoes and some green beans. Yeah. Go ahead, RJ. Yeah, and then, hey, and then after you start growing some stuff, then you start talking to the mayor, and tell, hey, stop growing grass and grow some food. You can't eat no grass unless you're a cow or something like that. He got to grow some too. Yes, and basil at the base of the tomato and green beans. See there go Miss Your Thoughts came in there and put something else in there. I was just my friend had marigolds and stuff like that, but I had to smell them before because I don't want nothing that making me sick on the stomach or whatever. But yeah, man, RJ, like I'm very excited for you. Yeah, I don't care about him. He old people up. Let me tell you something. My grandma, my grandma was the one that was very inspiring to me, why I love gardening right now. My daddy, he still is a gardener. He loves growing stuff. Loves growing stuff. But my daddy was always one of those people was like, he wanted to be in the garden by himself. He wasn't very welcoming to the garden. But my grandma also had her own garden too. And when you walked out there in the garden with her, she always congratulated you for coming to the garden with her. And if you had questions about stuff, like I just remember being so amazed when I was a little girl and I used to go over to her house. She would have a sunflower that was taller than me. I never seen a plant like that was taller than me with the big old head on it and everything. She was the first person that I see. She grew pumpkins for us. We didn't have to go to the store to get no pumpkin with my mama. We had went to the store to get pumpkins and stuff for like you know um Halloween and Thanksgiving. Oh, excuse me, y'all. Stuff like that. But my grandma always had that stuff. She always grew tomatoes. She always had her own chickens, cows, and all of that stuff like that. Let me tell you something, RJ. He could be 90 years old. I'm telling you, that be that age right there where them elderly people be out there in that garden, because that you'll be amazed that that's what keeps some of them going at that time. But I understand if he don't want to, just ask him, if he don't want to do nothing with his yard over there, just in case yours start to spill over. Because you get a little excited. Because I'm telling you now, when you got all that land and stuff like that and you start growing something, it be a point in your life where it get out of hand. You start planting a whole bunch of shit you ain't mean to plant. And I had to say it like that because it literally be like that. You get so excited, you start growing all of this stuff, and then you get really overwhelmed, and then you know you come back down, and you balance. There's a balance that come to it. You know how it be like that. I'm telling you. Like once you get into it, it's like you get really excited. You have stuff everywhere. And he's like, I can grow this, I can grow that. Especially once you start seeing like you can grow things that way, it can really get out of control. And then you'll bring it back in and you'll make it all make sense. Just, watch the process. Old people are full of knowledge. Absolutely they are. And you probably, hey, if the mayor don't want to, if he don't want to grow it or whatever, he probably got a whole bunch of information for you. Probably got a whole bunch of information. Especially, back then, he 90 years old. You can almost bet that him growing up, they had their own garden. They had their own garden. Most elderly people did because nobody back in those times was caught without having a garden. I love old folks actually more than my generation. I grew up with my great grandparents living with us. Man, I know that had to be amazing. Yeah, they have so much. They have so much knowledge. So much. I remember my husband's grandmother was 102 when she passed away. Just like that's amazing for somebody to live that long. You're right. When I was in college, I lived in California in the summer, and the way I made money was taking care of my friend's 90-year-old Korean grandpa's garden and helped him with his finances. Yep, learned a whole lot. Mine's had got so out of control. I started feeding the homeless people in my area for years. I know how, Miss Your Thoughts. I know how it is because let me tell you something. Everybody who I done talk to and encourage them to grow their own stuff. I know the excitement of when you plant something and then it don't come up as fast as you think it should come. It should come up. You start planting other stuff on top of it. Then you have two or three things growing in the same spot because now you done planted something else there, and the stuff that you thought weren't coming up, it came up, and the other stuff came up too. So RJ, I'm just telling you, the excitement will take over, and you will be one happy camper, and then you'll be standing there laughing at your own self. I'm telling you, I've did it so many times. I remember the first time that I did it, I had some grape seeds. And oh my God, I'm like, these grape seeds taking too long to come up. And I just thought to myself, and they was grape seeds that I got from the grocery store. This was probably like 5 years ago. And I'm just like, they ain't gonna do nothing. So I went and planted something else in them. So the other things started to come up in there, right? And the next thing I know, I'm looking at it and I'm like, what is this right here growing in here? So I was showing it to my husband one day and I was like, what is this right? What kind of plant this is right here? Because I was thinking it was a weed. I'm gonna rip it out of there and throw it away. But I'm glad I had asked. My husband said, look like grapes. When he said look like grapes, I said, oh, I did plant some grape seeds in here, but I thought they weren't no good. And right now, we got grapes growing down the grapevine growing down the fence and everything. Yeah. So I'm telling you, I know about that excitement of, jumping on it and that ain't gonna grow. Let me hurry up and plant something else. Let me do this and let me do that. that's how it is, I'm telling you. So if it happened to you, just roll with it and say, Shauna them told me this was gonna happen. Then you could just laugh inside your own head, knowing I done got excited. Yeah, I can't wait till I'm excited for you. And two, on top of it, better yet than just the stuff growing, the peace of mind that comes with growing a garden. Man, oh man. Just man, for me to get out there in my garden today and usually I can't turn on the live and not talk to you all because I feel like that's what I turn the live on for, to talk to you all. But man, I could just turn the live on and I literally can forget that you all are there watching me and just focus in on my thing. But when I walk past the camera and then I see some words scroll up or something like that, it catches my attention, and then I have to end up, talking to them. I don't want to ignore anybody, but that's it's like one of the sweetest places on earth. And it don't involve anybody else, just you and nature and God talking to each other. Peaceful, so peaceful. And then add the water to it. Ooh, he leads me beside still water. He restoreth my soul. Man, look at here. I can't say it enough. You have to get in and experience it your own self, because ain't nothing like it. It just ain't. And as your stuff in your garden grow, then you grow along with it. Amazing. That's what I got to say about it. I really like how people put the arch chicken runs. I like that too. Between the rows of the garden. Well, you do know what be happening, right? Them chickens running through there dropping their poop, and then it fertilized the garden. That's genius. Cause this was my first time buying fertilizer for my garden. I just bought some bone meal and some blood meal. But I never buy fertilizer and stuff for my garden. I use chicken poop all the time. That's what I use. I swear by that stuff. I got enough chickens. I just go out there and scrape the surface of their pen, and then throw some mulch on top of it, and it be all up inside of the dirt or whatever. And I can go out and just in between each row, just trench it out and dump some chicken poop in between that, cover it back up, and water. Everything be jumping, jumping. But yeah, get you some chickens. Go ahead and make you a chicken run. A chicken run right on through there. I seen that too here on YouTube, and that is very, very nice. I have a lot of rock and Texas clay. Ooh, excuse me. I may bring a dump truck load of ideal soil to get a good head start. Yeah, it'll all work out for you. You know, start small, cause it's gonna grow big. Watch and see what I say. You start small and watch and see. Watch what I'm telling you. Just work your way on up to the top, and at 1 minute you gonna overwhelm yourself, and then you'll come back down. You'll come back down to balance, and it's all gonna work out real good. It gonna come together with what you want to do, and then the next when you amp it up the next time, you gonna amp it up, but you're gonna be balanced when you amp it up. I mean oh, let me tell you something. I cannot tell people enough about being in the garden and growing your own stuff. There's so many lessons that's out there in that garden that I can talk to you about them all day long. But when you see it and you do it for your own self, you'll know what I'm talking about, and you're gonna experience it, RJ, because it's something that you want to do. Yep, just start small. It's gonna get out of control, and then you're gonna bring it back in there, and the balance is gonna be amazing. But the garden is gonna teach you so many things in life that you didn't even know that it could teach you that way. Then you gonna hear what I be talking about, and I say your plants be talking to you. Miss Your Thoughts, you be hearing your plants talk to you. Everybody be like, how your plants be talking to you? Let me tell you something. You have a newborn baby. Your newborn baby can't talk to you, but some kind of way you understand everything that they need. Same way as when you're a gardener. They don't speak words like anybody else, but they know how to speak to you and let you know everything that they need. And you will learn. Your garden speaks to you. Just like one of your children would when they born and they can't open their mouth and say nothing. All they know how to do is cry. But to me, there you go. Miss Your Thoughts say that's called being in touch with nature. I'm telling you, it's been times that I've been out there and I can hear my plants talking to me right on live. And I say to them, not today, y'all. I got y'all tomorrow, though. I'm telling you, it be like that. I know people probably in my chat probably be like, this girl done lost her mind right here. No, I didn't. I'm telling you, I could hear my plants saying what they need. Mom, we need some, but also mom needs some time too. I need some rest. So I'm gonna get y'all. I'm gonna get you straight. That's just how I be. But roll with it, RJ. You gonna have a good. You gonna have yourself a good old time. Um. Oh, it's definitely gonna get out of control. My dream job was landscape architect. Oh my God, and it's gonna be so pretty too. Come on, RJ. Did you say you had RJ? You gotta you create content? Cause now I gotta see this. I gotta see this because I know this gonna be amazing. That's called being in touch with it. Yeah, beautiful. My baby slapped in the face with thorns. LOL. Ooh Lord. Right, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, I can't wait for you. I'm excited. I'm excited for you, RJ. I really am. I really am excited for you. I'm excited for everybody who's thinking about who's even for ones who even just thinking about growing a garden. Just the thought alone is gonna take you somewhere. And all you gotta do is when they get ready to grab you by the hand and take you along the journey, just go along with it. It's an amazing journey. A chicken run in between the rows is a great idea. Absolutely. Can you imagine you ain't got the chickens gonna scratch at it and they gonna keep it cleared out. They gonna eat they gonna eat what grow in between and all at the same time. They gonna leave you some surprises that feed your garden. That's an amazing idea. Um, I am practicing life coaching and financial coaching right now. Alrighty then. Well, we gonna see. Even if you even if you just use the community wall to post pictures or whatever, that's gonna be nice all in its own. Hey AJ, everything's going pretty good today. But y'all, we don't been on I don't been on here for an hour and I have enjoyed this hour of talking to you all. We was all about the garden tonight cuz it was a beautiful experience today and I got so much more to do. So that's what my morning gonna start at in the morning is out there in the garden once again. You gotta keep fighting. I gotta learn from you this whole next year. I'm excited. I am gonna keep on fighting, RJ. I am. Just to show and y'all just remember, I say I've never been through anything like this before. And what I do know is with each test that God gives to me, I'm never going backwards. I'm always going forward. So I know with all the other tests that I've been through, they have been heavy and they have been hard. But just like when you going through grade school, you go to kindergarten and you work your way up to high school and graduation. Um and with each grade that you move up, the test is a little bit harder. So I expect this test to be hard. I mean, it started out hard. It was worse than the first day of kindergarten. Um, so I expect there to be some ups and downs. And right now I'm feeling like the scariest thing for this season in my life is trusting other people and depending on other people to do stuff for me. I never want to be I never want to be in that place. Never. But there's a season for everything. I know there's gonna be a up and down roller coaster, and I know some of the things that I've said to y'all, I always say it. There might be something that I said to you that I need you to turn around and give it back to me. Because in those moments, I may not be strong enough. But I know if I hear it, I'm going to laugh about it. And I'm going to pick it up and run with it. And sometimes it takes other people to let you know. that in the moments that you ain't strong enough, there's other people that's out here that is strong enough for you to help you get through those moments. So I'm gonna be looking for y'all to help me through those weak moments that I have, because in actual real life, I can come on here and tell you all things that I can't tell my family face to face. I can tell them, but I I have a thing of where I'm more considerate of other people than I am of myself. So I feel like if I have to give them something heavy about what I'm feeling, it still bothers me. So I don't want to tell it to them, because then I have to see their face. I have to know what they feeling. So this is my space that I come on and I can vent about what's going on in my life. And I might get judged about it or whatever, but I also know I'm going to be all right with the judgment that they give to me. I'll be fine with it. At least I know I told the truth. So, when I get sidetracked, then pull me back in, RJ. Pull me back in. We just we just know a 35-year-old Texan with a wife and 4 kids in Texas is praying for you, for peace, for healing, for purpose, for closeness with God, for full healing, and for joy. Thank you very much tenfold, RJ. I enjoy listening to you, sis. Remember, there's a lot of people praying for you, for your well being. Nothing but good energy and vibrations coming your way. Thank you very much for that, your thoughts. And like I said, tenfold for everything that y'all asking God for me. May He give it back to you all 10 times more in His Son's Jesus' name. Amen. I really appreciate y'all. So I will see you all tomorrow sometime. I really appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for coming through with Life with Tashana, where life is like a box of chocolate. You never know what you're gonna get. And over here we are the high class gardeners also, which means that we always make sure that we're growing something. And as we grow along with it. Hey, She Cooks and Roast. Yeah, just what I'm about to get up off of here. I'm right making my exit. I thank you so much, She Cooks, because you always coming over here and you're pouring into me every single time, and I ask God to give it back to you tenfold. Tenfold, dear. I really do. um but over here, us being the high class gardener just means we make sure we growing stuff at all times, and we also make sure we growing with whatever it is that we're growing. And it just means that we don't play around with no bugs, no snakes, no worms, and frogs, and including people that show up in those forms or whatever like that. Because we got bugaboos, we got snakes, we got little frogs that want to be froggy and jump on you. That kind of stuff. We don't mess with those kind of folks over here. But we love teeter around in the garden. And we got some folks that handle those kinds of things or whatever. But we high class gardeners, we don't play like that. So if you're interested in being a high class gardener, all you got to do is hit that subscribe button, and you can be a high class gardener too. And don't forget to hit the like button on your way in or either out, or the dislike button, whichever it is that you feel. All right then, y'all. I love y'all to pieces. I will see y'all tomorrow.